Welcome back, YouTube. We're celebrating love. We're celebrating Valentine's Day. Today we're gonna make raspberry rose chocolate oat bars. Really good. To be honest, I don't actually really fuck with Valentine's Day that much. I got a boo this year who is much more romantic. I'll probably have to do something. And that something could probably include this, the thing I'm gonna make for you today. It's gonna be raspberry and rose jam and oat crumble bars. Vegan, gluten-free, delicious. So we've got some rose, some dried organic rose petals, the most written about flower of all time of humanity. We've got raspberry. I'm using frozen raspberries because raspberries aren't in season right now. Raspberry and rose are actually in the same botanical family, which is why they go so well together. That's gonna be the basis for our jam. We have some lemon to go with that, some sugar to go with that, and then we also have the basis of the oat part of our bars. We've got some gluten-free oats, gluten-free flour bread, coconut oil, Rocca chocolate, raw unroasted cacao, some sugar, some molasses. It's gonna be two components. We're gonna get started with the jam first because that's gonna take a little bit of time to really get going. So these roses, I'm gonna start by actually covering them in boiling hot water just to get them. You can see they're dry at the moment. Just gonna kind of crush them up a little bit and then cover them in hot water just to soften them, reconstitute them, and make them easier to work with to make our jam. I'm just gonna pick out some of these buds, some of these tougher buds. Just gonna cover these. So I'm gonna set that aside and I'm gonna get started with my raspberries in the pot. I've got my sugar here. I just need to mash these raspberries up with this sugar to start that process of letting these berries or coaxing these berries into releasing their liquid. Also gonna add some lemon juice. Probably the juice of 1 lemon will do for this. It's about 2 tablespoons is what we're going for. And this is a lot. I could see that about a tablespoon of lemon juice came out. I feel like this is a pretty safe way to zest my little lemon here. Oh, we didn't add salt. So you know how I feel about salt. All baked goods need salt. A generous pinch. That's good. I love vanilla. Let's get it on the heat. We'll get the roses in here. It's crazy how much they change color once you get them in the hot water. We're gonna cook this to around 220 degrees. We're also gonna do some visual tests so we'll know our jam is ready. If we can see that it's set, then when it gets cool, it'll be set. Anything like a roux or, you know, a jam, don't walk away from that. It's just too dangerous. You're gonna burn it, you're gonna waste your time, and you're gonna be all demoralized because you burnt some shit. You could have your phone, you could be on Instagram if you want. I'm gonna do that. I'll be on Instagram because that's me in my actual natural habitat. Just, you know, you're good. It looks like we're up to around 208, but I'm pretty happy with this texture. Just gonna set this aside to cool and then I'm gonna work on my chocolate oat crumble base and top. In theory, this coconut oil would have been more like room temperature. I'm just gonna paddle this to get it going. Molasses and sugar. We've got some baking powder and salt. We're gonna start creaming this all together. So now I'm gonna add my flour, cocoa, oats, and we're definitely gonna start on low and then move up. Stop partway through, scrape it down. right, so this is lovely and incorporated. And what I want to do is I actually just want to take some of this. I'm going to pre-bake the base of this just so I get a nice crunchy texture. I've got 300 or so grams, which is going to be probably, I'd say, about 2 cups of this crumble mixture in the bottom of this lovely little Great Jones pan. And I'm just using the heel of my hand to press this crumble into the bottom of this pan. So I'm gonna pre-bake this, add the jam, and then some more crumble is gonna go on the top, right? So into the oven. Okay, can you see her? I just took it out. It looks nice and golden brown all over. These oats that are peeking through have changed color. I can actually see if I look closely that the chocolate on the surface has really changed color as well. All I really need to do now is spread a layer of jam and then another little layer of this crumble, which we've got tons of left over, and bake it off and we'll be good to go.
Later.
Welcome back. Ta-da! We've got lovely caramelization all around the edges with this jam. I can smell the chocolatey, oaty lusciousness. The raspberry scent is coming through. I'm gonna let this cool. I'm gonna slice it and then it's ready to eat. I will spend a little time decorating since this is for my sweetheart and I want to make it a little extra special with a touch of gold. But other than that, it's basically ready. So that's it. If you like recipes like this, you can subscribe, comment below. Did you make it? Did you love it? Did you make it for your boo or your kid? I don't usually like fruit and chocolate together, but this pairs so beautifully. Really lovely, really delicious, really good. Oh.